prediction video. It's going to be about things that are going to be happening more specifically within like the next few weeks, next few days. Like these are things that you're just going to notice like almost immediately. You're not going to forget that I even mentioned them. A lot of this stuff is also going to be covering coronavirus. I know I've already made 2 videos on this, and you guys need to understand that it's a lot more important than just some bullshit virus. I've been warning people, especially on Twitter. People are undermining this virus. People are saying it's just like every other flu. People are saying this is not going to be a big deal. It's all bullshit. It's being highly exaggerated. And this is not the reality of what's going on. This thing is a lot more of an issue than people think it's going to be. People are not respecting biology. People are not respecting how viruses work. The majority of the population thinks that you can make a cure for a virus. And this bothers me so much because viruses cannot be cured at all. When a virus enters your body either defends itself and tries to push it out, or you drop dead. There is no other option that exists. Most of the time, our bodies usually just push the virus out after a few days, hopefully. That's why there is no cure for the common cold. The common cold is a virus. We've never made a cure for it because you cannot cure a virus. Your body has to push it out on its own. So for people saying, oh my god, don't worry about it, we're just gonna get a cure for the virus, it does not work that way. Also, viruses mutate, they change. So what happens is that when a virus goes into one person, it learns how to defend itself against other people that have the same type of immune system as that person. So viruses actually get stronger the more people it infects. Right before the coronavirus happened, $30 trillion was taken out of the stock market. Just to give you guys an example of how much that is, 1 trillion is a billion 1,000 times. Imagine having $1,000 billion. Now 30 trillion was taken out. That's 30,000 billion dollars. That's like 15 zeros. For perspective, right before 9/11 happened, only about $8 trillion was taken out of the stock market before it happened. Meaning like billionaires or people in the elite that knew it was going to happen, they all took their money out of the stock market. They took their money out of everything, right? Out of banks, everything. That was during 9/11. That was when 2 planes came flying into New York City. And that only took out $8 trillion. So what made all of the elites and billionaires all take out $30 trillion right before the coronavirus happened? What did they know that you guys don't? Speaking of the stock market, this is a prediction I'm going to make for you guys. The stock market is going to temporarily close down. Not now, but maybe in a few weeks. And they're going to blame the coronavirus. The coronavirus is not going to leave. It is not something that's just going to vanish out of thin air. It's going to progressively get worse and worse. I was telling people this all the time, especially on social media, especially on Twitter, because I'm a lot more active there. Everyone was not taking the coronavirus seriously. Everyone was joking about it. People were making memes, and I told everyone that the more people make fun of this, the worse it's going to get, because people are not respecting the power of this virus. They are not respecting the power of biology and nature. Even scientists don't respect it, and scientists are so preoccupied on whether they could do something, they never think about whether they should do something. During the period that the stock market is closed, you're going to start seeing cryptocurrencies rallying. They're going to pump. They're going to go into astronomical numbers. They're going to be making, a lot of people are going to be making a lot of money on cryptocurrency when the stock market closes, because when the stock market closes, people are going to take their money and they want to invest it into something that they could invest in because the stock market is closed, and they will look into cryptocurrency, things like Bitcoin, etc. If you guys would like to know how to trade Bitcoin, or would just want to know when to buy and sell, I actually have a Patreon for it where I give my viewers like information about when to buy and sell, and I'm right most of the time. So if you guys are interested in that and you're over the age of 18 and 21, feel free to check it out. Link is down below in the description box. So the next prediction I'm going to tell you guys is that Bernie Sanders is going to win the Democratic nominee. A lot of people think that Joe Biden is going to win, and that's what a lot of the Democrats are pushing for. But on Tuesday, which is like 2 days from now, Bernie Sanders is going to just suddenly go astronomical in all the polls, and he's going to win the Democratic nomination. And something I want to make another prediction for is, pay attention to the Bernie versus Trump debate that's going to happen. It's going to be very interesting because something very odd is going to go down. I made a tweet a very long time ago saying, look out for the Bernie versus Trump debate that's going to happen. And this was back when all the other Democrats were still running for president. And why this is so interesting was just to prove to you guys how rigged and how all of this is all planned. How did I know that it was going to end up being Bernie versus Trump? It could have been any other debate that was going to happen. It could have been any other Democratic person that won. But I specifically told you guys who the Democratic nominee was going to be way before it even happened. And what's sad is that no one even noticed. By the way, just show you guys how stupid people are, on Twitter, I said I give it 3 days before you see on the news that someone decided to drink bleach to prevent themselves from getting the coronavirus. Literally 3 days later, on the dot, Miami News came out discussing how people, especially teenagers, high school teenagers, were drinking we're drinking bleach to try to help their bodies disinfect themselves from the coronavirus. Humans really are stupid, and this prediction I'm going to make for you guys is going to happen around summer of 2021, and that is gated smart cities. I actually discussed this back in like 2018. I made a video like discussing how we're going to have private cities that are gated, where everything's going to be run by AI. Like the chefs, the waiters, are all going to be like robots. We're going to have self-driving cars in these areas. Like, going to be like wealthy people that are allowed in there. Normal citizens are probably not going to even get a shot to enter these types of places. Next prediction is actually something that's not a prediction because I already predicted already, but I just want to mention it because it's happening and it already has happened. And that is that CEOs resigning. I told you guys back in 2018 and early 2019 that you're going to see a huge influx of CEOs suddenly all resigning all around the globe. Like CEOs of major corporations, like big clothing corporations, banks, like technology corporations, Uber, etc. And that's exactly what happened. Like, I have such a huge list of all the CEOs that resigned. Just to give it to perspective, I'm not going to even name them because over 1,300 major CEOs resigned in the year 2019 alone, which is completely unprecedented, which means they know something is going to happen and they're avoiding it. But if I said that it was going to get better, that would absolutely be a lie. It's definitely going to get a lot worse. But look, if we're gonna have a gigantic global pandemic, can we at least get the zombies? Be careful what you wish for, because back in May, I tweeted a picture of the global human population and how it's absolutely just skyrocketing. And I captioned it saying, we need another plague. And that's actually what ended up happening. Maybe I like brought that into existence, or maybe I saw it and then I forgot that I saw it, and then it was actually a prediction that I wasn't planning to make a prediction, but it ended up happening anyway, even though I knew this was going to happen, because literally in a video in late 2018, I literally said we were going to get a global pandemic that comes from China. I'm not kidding. That video is still on YouTube up to today. Anyway, as always, love you guys so much, which is why I threw myself under the bus just to educate you guys. Trust me, I really do love you all.